Hello, friends, and thank you as always for visiting the Legend Sports Universe YouTube channel, Legend Sports Universe, where legends play forever. After rolling the dice in Game 4 with Bert Blyleven on 3 days rest, the Minnesota Twins came up short and have opted not to do the same with Johan Santana in Game 5. Instead, the pivotal swing game falls to Bump Hadley, who was very good for the Twins during the regular season and will be making his first playoff appearance. Opposite Hadley is the man the Red Sox want on the hill, a fully rested Pedro Martinez, who has pitched to a 1.59 ERA this postseason and takes the mound on his home turf of a raucous Fenway Park, as the Red Sox look to take control, so they need only a split when the series heads back to Minnesota. Game 5, huge implications, and what has been a sensational series starts now from Fenway. Good evening, everyone, and I hope you are having a good night here, a late night playoff baseball, which has kind of become the way it's gone over the last week. Pedro Martinez on the hill, 1-1, a 1.59 ERA in 3 postseason starts. He will open up here against Lenny Dykstra, Game 5, a huge matchup, to state the completely obvious. First pitch fastball misses outside, and we're underway. Twins have adjusted their lineup a little bit. The American League batting champion, Lenny Dykstra, who has struggled in the postseason, usually bats second. He gets to lead off tonight. Chuck Knobloch has been dropped in the order, and the rookie Rod Carew has moved into the 2-hole for the Twins. 1-1 the count as Pedro looks in. Rocks and fires. Change up, misses down low. This deals, fastball's in for a called strike, and the count is 2-2 as Martinez works to Dykstra. Teams have alternated wins. Twins winning the odd games, Red Sox winning the evens through the first 4. Breaking ball from Martinez, Dykstra skies it to right, Door going out, Betts coming in, Door makes the call. End the play for out number 1. Your Twins lineup, Dykstra, Carew, and Mauer, Manush, Gaetti, and Knobloch, Herbeck, Drew, and Smalley. Rounds things out for Minnesota. Nathaniel, how are you, buddy? Good to see you. Thanks for checking in here at Fenway Park. Here's Rod Carew. The rookie batting .286 in the postseason. His bat is heated up as the playoffs have gone on. He pulls a first pitch curveball from Martinez, foul outside first for strike 1. Barrett puts down the sign. Pedro deals, good change up there. Carew swings and misses, and the count goes to 0-2. Slider from Martinez, down and in. One-two pitch from Pedro. Breaking ball down in the dirt. It's 2-2. Fastball. Carew skies this one to right. Betts comes on. He's under it. Puts it away. And there's 2 down here in the top of the first inning of game number 5. Yeah, tall order to try to match up to that game 5 that happened at Dodger Stadium last night as Joe Mauer steps in here for the Twins. The Chicago Cubs have taken a 3-2 lead in the National League Championship Series as that series heads back to Wrigley, as the Cubs once again in dramatic fashion pull one out against the Dodgers. Fergie Jenkins took a no-hitter into the 7th, protecting a 1-0 lead. Roy Campanella got the first hit of the game, and it was a game-tying single up the middle. But Ron Santo's 2-run homer put the Cubs back in front and led them to victory there for the Cubbies. Twins are down in order here. We'll head to the bottom of the first at Fenway. Twins nothing. Red Sox coming up. Here's Bump Hadley. I said that it was Hadley's first appearance of the postseason. It's his first start of the postseason. He made a one-inning appearance in relief in the series against the Yankees. Leading things off for the Red Sox here will be Jacoby Ellsbury. Ellsbury batting .286 in the playoffs. Bump Hadley, the weight of the world on his shoulders here. Fastball starts off on the inside corner for strike one. And the Twins brought Blyleven back on 3 days rest for Game 4. Blyleven cruised through the order the first time, and then it all fell apart on him in the 4th and 5th innings. So the Twins decided not to try to bring Santana back on short rest, figuring they were probably going to need to start Hadley at some point anyway. And a fastball on the outside corner, strike three. Down goes Ellsbury. A good start for Bump Hadley.
Batting second, the right fielder.
Locks up Jacoby Ellsbury for the strikeout to start things off. Here's Mookie Betts. Betts batting .233 in the postseason. Fastball from Hadley misses down low. Betts, despite not having a particularly good postseason, he does have 5 RBIs. He looks like he's about ready to break out, but not quite. Red Sox would love to see that hasten here in Game 5. 2-0 pitch from Hadley, fastball at the knee. Hadley rocks, fires. Good changeup there, and the count goes to 2-2. Hadley rocks, fires again. Betts lines it foul. 2-2 the count. Curveball, ooh, lots of movement on that one, but it dives just low, and the count goes full. Ted Williams waits on deck for Boston. Hadley delivers. Betts tries to hold his swing. They say he did, and it's ball 4. And Mookie Betts draws a 1-out walk. So that'll bring up Williams. He's batting .293 in the postseason. He had the big 2-run double in last night's ball game. That broke open Game 4. Homer has 5 RBIs total for Williams this postseason. 0-1 pitch from Hadley off the plate. Williams lays off. 40 homers during the regular season for the Splendid Splinter. One pitch from Hadley. Williams holds up, and it's 2-1. Hadley from the bump. 2-1 pitch. And Williams lashes it to left, but Manush has him played well. Puts it away for out number 2.
Batting fourth.
The Red Sox lineup, Ellsbury, Betts, and Williams, as you've seen. The slumping Reggie Smith, Rafael Devers, Jason Varitek moves into the 6th spot. Bobby Doerr, Buck Freeman, and John Valentin round out the order for Boston. Here is Reggie Smith. Smith only batting .189 in the playoffs. 2 homers, 7 RBIs. He hit that home run in Game 2. Red Sox first win of the series. Kind of seemed like Smith might be starting to get his back going. hasn't transpired that way. Fastball there, right down the middle, and the count goes to 1-2. Hadley back on the hill. Delivers. Fastball high. Smith fouls it off. One and two the count. Here's the pitch. Fastball up high. Smith lays off this time. 2-2 the count. Hadley delivers. Smith goes after a changeup down low and fouls it off. Two from Hadley. Pickoff throw over to first. Betts dives back in. Hadley gives Betts a glance. Delivers again, and he gets Smith with a change-up down and away. Smith flails at it. Hadley picks up the strikeout, and the Sox are turned aside. We head to the top of the second inning here in Game 5. Twins and Red Sox are scoreless. So here is Heine Manush. He has been the Twins' hottest hitter. He has just done a terrific job. The rookie has 8 RBIs in the postseason. He's got that OPS up over 1,000 now. Seemingly picks up a double virtually every game. Curveball misses down low. There you see, 5 doubles. 8 RBIs in the last 6 games from Manush. Fastball misses down low. 2-0 pitch from Pedro. Circle change, misses away, and now he's in the hole, 3-0. Gary Gaetti swings in the on-deck circle for Minnesota. Martinez deals, fastball is in there for a call strike. Deals again. Good change up there. That one fooled Manush badly. Kind of had a little bit of a shimmy in the knees going there, and it falls in for a strike. So Pedro's battled back from 3-0 to 3-2. Payoff pitch to Manush. High fastball. And he fouls it off. Pedro will deal again. Ground ball outside, first and foul. Payoff pitch again. Fastball in there for a called strike 3. So Pedro goes to the straight heat, puts it down the middle, and that's not where Manush was looking. Nothing tricky about that one from Pedro. So Manush will take a seat. Here's Gaetti. Gaetti now batting .316 in the postseason. He was okay in the series against the Yankees. They were still trying to kind of sort out the third base situation in that series. But Gaetti has taken over here in this ALCS against the Red Sox. He's playing pretty much every day now. Takes a fastball there to get the count to 0-2. Deals. Fastball misses up high. Curveball away, and Gaetti is fooled badly. Chases that one in the other batter's box. Back-to-back strikeouts for Martinez. 2 away here in the second. So that'll bring up Chuck Knobloch. Nobby batting .235 in the postseason. Has done virtually nothing in this series. They've dropped him down to the 6 hole here. Basically, he's swapped out spots with Peru. Peru is swinging a decent bat. Dykstra moved to lead off. Peru took Dykstra's spot in the 2 hole. 0-1 pitch from Pedro. Misses inside. 1-1 to count. That one is fouled off. Is deal. Fastball off the plate. It's 2-2. Pitch in there, called strike 3. So down goes Knobloch. Pedro Martinez strikes out the side in the top of the second. We'll head to the bottom of inning number 2 at Fenway. ALCS Game 5. We are still scoreless. So here is Rafael Devers. Devers didn't play much until a couple of games ago. He's hit 500 since entering the lineup, and they're just going to keep on riding him out. No homers and an RBI. Hadley needed 22 pitches to get through the first. First pitch here to Devers is a called strike. And 1. Hadley delivers. Devers fouls it off. Count goes to 0-2. Changed up from Hadley down and away. Devers lays off. 1-2 off. Devers lays off again. Devers had 3 walks. I don't know if that was in yesterday's game or 2 games ago. They're all kind of tying together at this point. 2-2 offering. Down low, and the count goes full. Jason Varitek waits on deck. Three-two pitch from Hadley. Breaking ball gets him, swung on and missed. Hadley picked up the strikeout, his third. And there's one away here in the bottom of inning number 2. That's a nice pitch from Bump Hadley. So Devers will go grab a seat. Here's Varitek. Varitek now has his playoff average up at 273. Fastball on the outside corner for strike 1. No homers, 2 RBIs for Dak. No surprise to paint that same corner. That one trips a little bit further outside. One and one the count. Hadley deals. This is down low. Two-one pitch. Fastball swung on and missed. Two and two to the count. Hadley delivers. Fastball swung on and missed. So Hadley has picked up a pair of strikeouts here in the bottom of the second, just as Pedro did in the top half. Pedro struck out the side. We'll see if Hadley can do the same. He will work here to Bobby Doerr. Doerr batting .231 in the postseason. Changed up. This is down low. It's a 1-0 pitch. Doerr fouls it off. One offering from Hadley. In there for a called strike. Hadley ahead of Doerr, 1-2. Rocks and fire. Fastball, they say, went strike 3. So Hadley strikes out the side, 5 strikeouts in the first 2 innings. Looks like starting Hadley was the right call for the Twins. We head to the third. We are scoreless in Boston. Here's Kent Hrbek. Hrbek batting .211.
The designated hitter, number 14.
Homer and 3 RBIs for the burly lefty swinger. Curveball. Ooh, that sure looked like a good pitch, but they call it a ball down low. Pedro deals. Fastball. Hrbek pops it up foul. Deals again. Fastball. Hrbek fouls off another. 1-2 as Pedro Martinez works to Kent Hrbek. The pitch. On the outside corner, strike 3 called. Hrbek knew it. Fastball freezes him. 4 straight strikeouts for Pedro Martinez.
The right fielder, J.D.
Down goes Hrbek. And that will bring up J.D. Drew. Drew got a day off in game 4. Back in the lineup. They try to get his bat going. Drew only batting .160 without an RBI in the postseason. Clyde Milan got the start yesterday and went against them. 1-0 pitch from Pedro. Fastball called strike. One offer. Another fastball pumped in there, and Pedro is ahead of Drew, 1-2. In his deal. Fastball up and in. 3-2 pitch. High fastball. Drew fouls it off. Martinez fires. Big curveball gets Drew. Baratek plays it out of the dirt, throws the first to complete it. 5 straight strikeouts for Pedro, and there's 2 away here in the top of the third. Here's Roy Smoltz. Only batting .231 so far in the playoffs. Curveball there, skies this one to left. Williams is there, puts it away. Contact for the Twins at last, but the side is retired. We'll head to the bottom of the third at Fenway. Twins and Sox still scoreless. Freeman, Valentin, and Ellsbury due up for Boston. So here is Buck Freeman. Freeman is 1 for 10 so far in the playoffs. That one, a home run. Here's Hadley. Curveball misses down low. Freeman was only called up after the injury to Kevin Youkill. Fastball swung on and missed. 1-1 the count. Hadley gets the sign from Mallon. Delivers, misses down low. Two and 1 the count. Hadley deals. Swung on and missed, and it's 2-2. Hadley working quickly here. Fastball misses down low. Full count to Buck Freeman. John Valentin waits on deck. Hadley deals. Line shot out to left center field. That's going to split the gap. It's a one-hopper off the monster. Freeman around first, digs in the second. And it is a lead-off double for Buck Freeman here in the bottom of inning number 3. So with Freeman in scoring position, first hit of the ball game, that brings up John Valentin. Valentin is only batting 185 in the playoffs, but he has 7 RBIs. So when Valentin has hit, he's made it count. Sox hope that continues here. First pitch change up from Hadley is in for a called strike. Oh, 1 pitch. Another change up in for a called strike. 2 change-ups back-to-back from Hadley and Valentin to watch. Now Hadley ahead 0-2. The pitch. Another change up. That one goes further down. Valentin lays off this one. 1-2 the count. Fastball in there. Called strike 3 at the letters. And Hadley has 6 strikeouts with 7 outs retired. Here's Ellsbury. Ellsbury struck out his first time up. Both pitchers seem to be on their game here. Hadley right now dealing with Freeman at second. First pitch to Ellsbury misses. 1-0 pitch. Fastball up and in. It's popped up. Gaetti underneath it puts it away for the second out. Big out there for Hadley. He will now face Mookie Betts. Betts walked his first time up. He delivers fastball up high for ball 1. Betts lines it in the center. That's a base hit. Dykstra comes up throwing. Freeman around third. There'll be a play at the plate. It's not in time. Freeman comes in to score. It's an RBI single for Mookie Betts. And the Red Sox strike first here in Game 5. It's 1-0 Boston. Dykstra's throw on target, but not in time. Freeman comes home to score on the single from Betts. So there's still 2 outs. Betts at first. Here's Williams. He's 0 for 1. Fastball right down the middle for strike 1. Williams lined out his first time up. 4 for 18 in the series. Much better series against the A's. Breaking ball. This is down low. Williams a lifetime .310 hitter here in the FSBL. Been with the Sox since the inception. Fastball misses down low. Two 2-1 offer. Williams, high fly ball to right. It'll stay in the yard. Drew is there, puts it away. The RBI single from Mookie Betts follows the double from Buck Freeman, and the Red Sox strike first. We head to the top of the fourth at Fenway. Game 5 of the ALCS. Red Sox lead it 1-0. So here's Lenny Dykstra. Dykstra is 0 for 1. Fastball in for a called strike. Dykstra, the American League batting champion, here in year 4. Fly ball, right center, shallow, long run. Betts gets there, puts it away for out number 1. Good job by Mookie Betts. Had a good break on that one. Here's Carew. He's 0 for 1. He flew out his first time up. Pedro looks in. First pitch fastball. It's a called strike. 2-1 offering from Martinez. Fastball misses outside. One and one to count. Pedro deals in there for a called strike. 1-2. Pedro working briskly. Curveball, Carew rolls over it down to first. Freeman will touch up the bag himself, and there's 2 away.
Now batting, the catcher, Joe.
So that'll bring up Joe Mauer. Mauer lined out his first time up. He's now 6 for 17 in this. Martinez deals. Fly ball to left. Williams is there, puts it away in an easy inning for Pedro Martinez in the top of the 4th. We'll head to the bottom half. Red Sox 1, Twins nothing. A pivotal Game 5 in the American League Championship Series. Appreciate you all tuning in as always. Some late night playoff baseball. Here's Reggie Smith. Hadley delivers. Change up on the outside corner for strike 1. Ball misses up high. And Hadley getting the start. The Twins opted for that rather than bringing Johan Santana back on 3 days rest. Now the Twins will deal with Santana on full rest in Game 6. Jim Cott on full rest in Game 7. If Game 7 is necessary. Fastball misses up high. Count is 2-2. Hadley delivers. Change up off the plate. The count goes full. Rafael Devers is on deck for Boston. Hadley deals. 3-2 pitch. Smith pulls it back. Full count. Hadley deals again. Smith rounds it. Diving stop. Nice play by Gaetti. Throws from his knees, and there's 1 away. Beautifully done by Gary Gaetti down at third to rob Reggie Smith of a single in the hole. Terrific play from Gaetti. 1 down. Here's Devers. He's 0 for 1. He struck out his first time up. Takes the changeup for a called strike. Devers is 5 for 9. Full 1 pitch from Hadley. Curveball swung on and missed. He's ahead of him 0-2. Devers, a minor league all-star this year. In there, called strike 3. Change up from Hadley. Devers is locked up. 7 strikeouts for Hadley. 2 down in the bottom of the 4th. Here's Jason Varitek. Tech struck out his first time up as well. Ball down and away. One 0 pitch at the knees. One and one to count. Curveball. Varitek gets tied up and knocks there. The count goes to 1-2. Hadley deals. Varitek fouls it off the other way. New pitch number 70 for Hadley. 2 outs in the bottom of the 4th. Fastball high. Varitek fouls that one off. Now holds it 1-2. Hadley delivers again. Fastball down and in. Varitek taps it. Hadley off the mound, flips to Carew at first. Down goes Varitek, and down go the Red Sox. We're through 4 here at Fenway, Game 5 of the ALCS. Red Sox lead at 1-0. Here's Heine Manush. Manush struck out his first time. That started a run of 5 straight strikeouts for Pedro. Manush lines it into center, and the Twins have their first hit. So Manush goes down and gets one down in the zone. Puts it in the center. So the leadoff man is on for Minnesota as Manush keeps swinging a hot bat. That'll bring up Gary Gaetti. Gaetti is 0 for 1. Down in the dirt. Blocked by Varitek. One and 0 the count. Pedro deals. Up and in with the fastball. Back to Gaetti off. Now goes to 2-0. Pedro delivers. Gaetti pops it down. Pedro set for a 2-1 offer. Here's the pitch. Gaetti pulls it foul way out in front of the heater there from Pedro. Just on first. Nobody out here in the top of the 5th. 2-2 offering from Martinez to Gaetti. Fastball. Gaetti fouls that one. Pedro from the set. So the fastball swung on and missed. Down goes Gaetti. 6 strikeouts for Pedro for the first out here in the top of the 5th. Here's Chuck Knobloch. Knobloch struck out his first time up. He's now 3 for 19 in the series. Fastball from Pedro on the outside corner. 0-1 pitch. Baines misses down low. One pitch, fastball down and away. Pedro has worked an economical count to this point. Let's keep that up for a couple more innings. Fastball in there for a called strike. It's 2-2 to Nobby. Pedro from the set. Delivers. Fastball just down low. And Herbeck waits on deck for the Twins. Payoff pitch coming here from Martinez to Knobloch. Fly ball out to center. Ellsbury's coming on. Still coming. It's going to fall in. Manush trying to go first to third. Ellsbury's throw is not in time. And the runners are at the corners for the Twins with 1 away in the 5th. Chuck Knobloch comes through with what has been a rare base hit for him in this series. But he dunks one in there, and now here's Herbeck. Herbeck is 0 for 1. First and third, 1 out, tying run at third here in the top of the 5th of Game 5. Herbeck pops it up, first pitch swinging. Freeman is there, puts it away, and a huge out for Pedro Martinez. So Herbeck tried to jump on the first pitch and popped it straight up. And now it is up to the ice-cold J.D. Drew. Drew struck out his first time up as Dwayne March joins us. How are you, Dwayne? Good to see you, pal. Hope you have had a good day. Appreciate you checking in as always. Drew, high fly ball to left. Carrying. Williams is back at the wall. He has to play it off the monster. One run will score. Runner being waved around. Here's the play at the plate. It's not in time. It's a 2-run double for J.D. Drew, who has had such a miserable postseason, but comes through here in a big way in the top of inning number 5, and the Twins take a 2-1 lead. Williams went back on that ball, and it looked like he might have a play, but it hit too high up on the monster. And it's 2-1 Minnesota. First pitch to Smalley is a called strike. Smalley flew out his first time up. So Pedro had cruised. He hadn't allowed a hit through 4. Curveball misses outside. Now Pedro has to try to settle in, get Smalley here. Make sure the 2 runs is where this stops. Fastball down and in. Martinez from the set. Delivers. Good change up there at the knees, and the count goes to 2-2. Breaking ball. Smalley in the left, base hit. Williams comes up throwing. They're going to wave the runner around. Williams' throw is a good one, and they're going to get through at the plate. So they test Williams, who is not a great outfielder, but he makes a very solid throw here. Gets through at the plate to cut down the run from scoring. But the Twins get 2 midway through Game 5 in the ALCS. Twins 2, Red Sox 1. So now Bump Hadley has a lead to work with. Here's Bobby Doerr. Doerr struck out his first time up. Fastball. Borderline pitch. Hadley doesn't get the call. It's ball 1 down low. Rocks and fires. Fastball misses up and in. Hadley delivers. Curveball. Doerr fouls it off. Two and one the count. Hadley deals. Doerr pops it foul. Two-two pitch. Fastball misses up and in. Freeman waits on deck for the Sox. 3-2 pitch. Doerr down the third base line. That's a fair ball. Doerr will round first, gotten to quickly by Manush, and Doerr smartly decides to hold with a single. So Bobby Doerr puts one over the bag at third. Manush gets to it quickly. Doerr, not fleet of foot, holds at first. So here's Freeman. Leadoff man is on for the Sox here in the bottom of the 5th. Freeman doubled earlier and scored on the RBI single from Mookie Betts. That's how the Sox got their run. Hadley from the set. Delivers. Curveball misses away. One and one the count. Hadley deals. Locks him up on the changeup, and the count goes to 1-2. Hadley deals again. Curveball rides inside. 2-2 the count. John Valentin waits on deck for the Red Sox. 2-2 pitch here from Hadley. Freeman out to right field. This is hit pretty well. Going back on it is Drew. He'll track it down at the edge of the warning track for out number 1. Runner retreats back to first, so Freeman gives it a ride. It doesn't have the legs. 1 away, 1 on. Here's Valentin. He struck out his first time up. Orbit doing his weird alien guy things on top of the dugout. Here's the pitch. Fastball misses down low. One 1-0 pitch. Curveball in for a called strike. Fastball misses outside. One pitch from Hadley. Valentin pounds it out. Two and two as Hadley works to Valentin here in the bottom of the 5th. Ground ball to second. Could be 2. Knobloch steps on the bag himself. Low throw to first. Carew digs it out. And it's a double play, and the side is retired. So the Sox are turned aside. We head to the top of the 6th. Good one going here at Fenway. It's 2-1 Minnesota. Here's Dykstra. He's 0 for 2. Dykstra squares to bunt. It's a beauty. On the chalk. Devers can't field it cleanly, but he wouldn't have had a play on him anyway. So Dykstra opens up the top of the 6th with a bunt base hit for the Twins. And the leadoff man is on. And a base stealing threat to boot. So here's Carew. He's 0 for 2. Pedro deals first pitch fastball right down the middle for strike 1. Carew is flown out and grounded out. Pedro steals. Slider misses down and in. Bullpen action has started for the Red Sox. Tom Bergmeyer, the lefty. Wade Davis, the righty. One pitch. Change up. This is down low. They're obviously not bringing Martinez back to start a Game 7. But if he doesn't throw too many pitches, you could at least ask Pedro to perhaps be a bullpen arm in this expected Game 7. 2-1 pitch. Carew ground ball to second, not hit hard. Doors' only play is to first. He gets Carew, runner moves up, and there's 1 away. That's basically a glorified sacrifice for Carew. Dykstra moves into second, and now here's Joe Mount. Now we're 0 for 2. He's flown out and lined out. First pitch change up in for a called strike. Another year batting over 300 with an OBP over 400 for Joe Mount. Oh, 1 pitch from Pedro. Fastball, ooh, borderline pitch. Pedro doesn't get the call. 1-1 the count. RBI single for Mookie Betts in the first. A 2-run double for J.D. Drew for the Twins in the 5th. This one is put in the left. That's a base hit. It's not hit that hard. Dykstra's around. They're going to make a throw home, but no shot at him. It's an RBI single for Joe Mauer, and the Twins have taken a 3-1 lead here in the top of the 6th inning. Mauer comes through with the big base hit. drops that one in the left. Dykstra got a great break. He was well around third before Williams ever got to that ball. And now, here's Manush. He's 1 for 2. Curveball in for a called strike. Manush 1 for 2. He is 9 for 17 in the series with a homer and 4 RBI. Pedro deals. Manush chases that one, pulls it down. That pitch was well up out of the zone. Manush batting over 500 against right-handed pitchers in the postseason. 0-2 pitch here from Pedro. Curveball stays outside. One-two offering coming from Martinez. Now we're at first. It's 3-1 Twins. Fastball off the plate. It's 2-2. And Pedro hadn't allowed a hit through 4. Two-two pitch. In there, called strike 3. Down goes Manush. Fastball from Pedro gets him 7 strikeouts for Martinez. And there's 2 away here in the top of the 6th. That'll bring up Gary Gaetti. Gaetti is 0 for 2. Popped up, foul ground. Freeman takes a couple steps towards it, realizes he won't get to it, and watches it go into the seats. From the set. Delivers. In there for a called strike. It's 0-2. Martinez delivers. Fastball up and in. I think that would set up the changeup or the curveball away. We'll see what Pedro opts for. 1-2 offering. Stays inside with the fastball and misses, and now it's 2-2. Pedro delivers. Slider down and away. Gaetti lays off. Chuck Knobloch waits on deck. 3-2 pitch coming from Martinez. Fastball, Gaetti skies it out to left center. Ellsbury drifts over, puts it away, and the side is retired. But Joe Mauer comes through with the RBI single to score Lenny Dykstra. We head to the bottom of the 6th at Fenway. Game 5, it's 3-1 Twins. So here's Jacoby Ellsbury. Ellsbury is 0 for 2. Bump Hadley starts the 6th at 87 pitches. He has done a terrific job. And Ellsbury squares the bunt. Tough play for Gaetti. Throw not going to get him. So Dykstra started off the top of the 6th with the bump base hit. Ellsbury says, I can do that too, and lays down a beauty. Gaetti gave it a good effort, made it reasonably close, but clearly safe for Jacoby Ellsbury. Here's Mookie Betts. Betts has walked and has an RBI single. Fastball misses up high. One and 0 the count. Hadley deals. Fastball in for a called strike. Hadley slows it down. Delivers to Betts. Fastball in the inside corner, and the count goes to 1-2. Change Jumps down low. Betts gets a pizza. Here's the pitch. In there, called strike 3. Curveball. Betts thought it was inside. Umpire doesn't want to hear any of it. 8 strikeouts for Bump Hadley. And a very frustrated Mookie Betts heads back to the dugout. Here's Ted Williams. Williams is 0 for 2. First pitch fastball down the middle for strike 1. Williams is flown out and lined out. He has a big 2-run double in game 4. Curveball misses outside. 1-1 offering coming from Bump Hadley. Williams is the tying run at the plate. Runner goes. Breaking ball. Mauer's throw nowhere near in time. And Ellsbury swipes the bag. So now the Sox have a runner in scoring position. No shot from Mauer to get Ellsbury on the breaking ball. 2-1 the count. Hadley deals. Fastball off the plate. 3-1. Good hitters count here for Ted Williams. Reggie Smith waits on deck. Hadley glances at the runner, delivers. Breaking ball. Williams fouls it off, and the count goes full. Hadley comes to the set again. This will be pitch number 99 for Bump Hadley. Breaking ball. Williams lashes it hard, but foul. Hadley trying to work down and away. Williams keeps fighting. 3-2 pitch again. Breaking ball. Williams gets a piece of that one and fouls it off. Hadley has hit the 100-pitch mark. 3-2 pitch again. Williams chops it out to short. Smalley charges. His only play is the first. He'll get Williams. Runner moves up. But certainly Williams would be the first to tell you that's not a productive out. That's just an out. 2 away. Runner now at third. Williams unable to get the run in. And now here's Reggie Smith. Smith is 0 for 2. He has struck out and grounded out. Not even seen bullpen action for the Twins. First pitch fastball at the knees for strike 1. Smith has been such a force for these Red Sox over these 4 years of the FSBL. Drives this one to left. That ball is carrying. Going back as Minucci plays it off the wall. Williams will score easily. Smith is in at second with an RBI double, and the Sox cut the deficit to 1. It's now 3-2 Twins. So Smith comes through, bangs it off the wall. I got to see where that hit off the wall. I didn't even think that looked like that was very high. Let me see. I thought originally it hit middle of the wall, but that replay, once I looked at it wrong, looks like it hit fairly high. Now we're out of my way. Don't interrupt the camera. Where does this even hit? Wow, he did not miss that, but it hits the MLB.com side. There it is. Yeah, it hit the MLB.com sign. Okay. So high up the wall, but not close to a homer. So now, Rafael Devers comes up with the tying run at second. Curveball from Hadley. Devers aims for the monster. Smith breaking. Ominous jumps. Makes it. Hits off the tip of his glove as he hits the monster. RBI double for Devers, and the Sox tie the ball game in the bottom of the 6th. Manush goes back, gives this a terrific effort, hits off the tip of his glove as he hits the monster. Devers drives home Smith. And like a lightning bolt, the Sox have struck for a pair in the bottom of the sixth to tie the game at 3. Here's Varitek. Surprised there's not bullpen action going yet for Minnesota. Keck is 0 for 2. He's struck out and grounded out. What a game so far, says Nathaniel. And that is appropriate. We got a good one going here. Pedro was cruising. Twins got to him. Hadley was cruising. Sox have gotten to him. Varitek fouls it off. Red Sox just taking aim at the Green Monster. Back-to-back shots off the Monster from Smith and from Devers. 1-2 changeup gets Varitek and the side is retired. So Hadley pumped up at the strikeout, but at the same time frustrated that this is now a tie ball game once again. We head to the 7th at Fenway. Game 5 of the ALCS is tied at 3. And Pedro's day is done. Tom Bergmeyer will come on to start the 7th for Boston. Bergmeyer has been very good. 7 1/3, a 0 ERA, a win. This will be his 7th appearance. Bergmeyer will start off facing Chuck Knobloch. Knobloch is 1 for 2. Knobloch, right-hand side, base hit. So Knobloch opens up the top of the 7th with the single. The Twins have the leadoff man on. Here's Herbeck. He's 0 for 2. Pitch out. Runner not going. Herbeck looks down to third. Getting his signal. Not that Kent Herbeck is doing anything other than swing away here. Knobloch, a base-stealing threat. Bergmeyer deals. Fastball misses down and away. It's 2-0. Bergmeyer from the set again. Delivers. Herbeck fouls it off. Two and one the count. Bergmeyer looks in, delivers. Herbeck fouls this one off, and the count goes to 2-2. Bergmeyer checks Knobloch again, delivers. Herbeck fouls off another. Two and two the count. Bergmeyer deals. Herbeck tries to hold up and can't. A slider from Bergmeyer gets him. Down goes Kent Herbeck, and there's one away in the top of the 7th. Here is J.D. Drew. Drew had that huge 2-run double earlier on. Bergmeyer deals. Sinker misses down and away. Knobloch hasn't made a break for second yet. 1-0 pitch. Fastball is a called strike. Meyer again. From the set, deal. Fastball is in. It's 1-2. J.D. Drew already has one big hit in this game. He's looking for a second. 1-2 pitch from Bergmeyer. In there, called strike 3. Fastball at the letters. Drew shakes his head as he walks away in disgust. So Bergmeyer, after allowing a leadoff single to Knobloch, has rung up back-to-back strikeouts. 2 away. Here's Roy Smalley. Smalley is 1 for 2. Single back in the 5th. Might as well get a snack. This could be a long game. Possibly. Possibly. We still got a ways to go here, though. Just the 7th. Yeah, this has the makings of another very good ball game. Kickoff throw over the first, non-block. Gets back in easily. First fire deal. Fastball off the plate. One 0 offering. In there for a call strike. It's 1-1. Fire deal. In for a call strike with the fastball. So Bergmeyer now ahead of Smalley, 1-2. Comes to the set. Knobloch has not made any effort to swipe it back, which is surprising. Fastball inside corner, strike 3. Terrific work from Tom Bergmeyer out of the pen for the Red Sox. Knobloch starts off the inning with a single, and then Bergmeyer strikes out the side. 7th inning stretch time at Fenway, Game 5 of the ALCS, is deadlocked at 3. And the Twins are leaving Hadley in to start the bottom of the 7th. Bit surprised by that. Bobby Doerr, Porterfield, and Tom Hall. So they got guys warm. All right, well. Short leash, though. Hadley gives up a base runner. He's coming out of this game. Fastball in for a called strike. Porterfield the righty, Hall the lefty. Oh, 1 pitch. Curveball misses down and away. Fastball misses low. 2-1 the count. Hadley has done a very solid job in this one. A lot of hand-wringing by the Twins, whether they were going to start Hadley or trying to bring Santana back on 3 days rest. Decided, knowing the series was going back to Minnesota, they would save Santana and Cott for full rest for games 6 and 7. Roll the dice with Hadley here. Hadley had a very good regular season, 13-7, 2.84. So a terrific year for Hadley. Chopper here to second. Knobloch has it. Throws to first. There's one away.
The first baseman, number 5, Buck Freeman.
So here's Buck Freeman. Freeman is 1 for 2. He's got a double and a run scored. Hadley gets the sign from Mount. Curveball misses outside. Good change up there. Freeman goes fishing and reels in nothing. 1-1 the count. Curveball is in and the count goes to 1-2. Hadley rocks and fires. Curveball misses down and away. 118 pitches for Bump Hadley. 2-2 offer. Freeman mashes it foul. Hadley looks in again. 2-2 offer. High fastball whips Freeman 2 away here in the bottom of the 7th. 10 strikeouts for Bump Hadley. And that'll bring up John Valentin. Valentin is 0 for 2. Fastball up and in. swings and misses. 1-1 the count. Hadley deals. Valentin, high fly ball to left. That's carrying. Manush is back at the wall looking up. It's out of here. Home run, John Valentin, and the Red Sox take the lead in the bottom of the 7th. Valentin goes yard, and the Twins ride Hadley, perhaps a batter too long. At 120 pitches, once the game said it was going to let him start the inning, I was going to give him the base runner. Well, Valentin didn't have to run. He trotted around the bases, deep to left. Home run, John Valentin, and the Sox have taken a 4-3 lead here in the bottom of the 7th of Game 5. Tell you, Hadley was really solid here. He deserves a bit of a better fate than this. Facing the 9-hitter, and the 9-hitter takes him deep. Bob Porterfield will come in. Porterfield 1-1, a 6.23 ERA in 5 appearances so far in the postseason. And don't pay too much attention to ERAs with the small innings total. Although Porterfield has certainly been hittable. Here's Ellsbury. He's 1 for 3. I want to make sure both sides have a righty and a lefty up in the bullpen right now. Twins should have a righty throwing as well with Paul. We'll get Rodado up for them. And for the Red Sox, they've got Parnell and Davis. With a lead, I'm not kind of shaded everybody. I mean, Davis has good stuff, but he's been a little bit shakier. He's better in his last outing. I think his Papelbon is tired. The Lockhead is solid here, too. Uehara was great during this season, actually. You know what? I still think you're going to go to Papelbon if you get into a save situation here. You're going to sit Davis down and get Uehara. I forgot how good Koji was this year. 1.32. He was sensational. Big high leverage spot. He's got to be your righty who's warming up right now. Off day tomorrow. I think the Red Sox would push. I'd have them push Papelbon to a save spot if needed. Ellsbury lashes this one in the left for a base hit. So it's a 2-out single for Jacoby Ellsbury, and that will bring up Mookie Betts. So Ellsbury greets Porterfield through with the single the other way. Here's Mookie, he's 1 for 2. Fastball misses inside. Ted Williams waits on deck. One-0 offer from Bob Porterfield to Mookie Betts. Pitch out, runner doesn't go. So Ellsbury may make a break for it to try to get into scoring position with an insurance run. Two-0 pitch. Breaking ball tapped back to the mound. Porterfield has it, throws the first. And the side is retired. But John Valentin unloads on Bump Hadley, ends his night. As the Red Sox take the lead, we head to the 8th. It's 4-3 Boston, Game 5 of the ALCS. So Uehara, I warmed him up. The game decided to make the change. Koji Uehara will come in. Now Uehara, again, don't worry about that ERA. He's worked 2/3 of an inning. He had one outing where he got knocked around a little bit. Was fine in the other. Now Uehara will face Lenny Dykstra. Dykstra is 1 for 3. Going to Uehara here would seem to confirm that the Red Sox will plan to go to Jonathan Papelbon in the ninth. And he's worked both of games 3 and 4. Went extra in game 3, went into extra. Dykstra pops that one foul. Varitek puts it away. And there's one down here in the top of the 8th. Frustrated Dykstra can't even carry his bat to the dugout. Here's Rod Carew. Carew is 0 for 3. Grounded out his last time up. Our deal. Splitter misses down and away. Deals. Fastball. Carew fouls it off. One and one to count. Our deals again. Carew down to third. Devers guarding the line. Makes the play. Throw to first, and Devers pulls him off the bag. Rafael Devers guarding the line. No doubles against Carew. Makes the play, but his throw pulls Buck Freeman off the bag, and the Twins have the door open. Here's Mauer. Mauer is 1 for 3. Runner goes. Throw down to second. Good throw by Varitek, and Varitek throws out Carew. Carew tries to swipe the bag to get in a scoring position, and Varitek throws a strike. Carew is gunned down. The runner is eliminated. 2 down here in the top of the 8th. Money throw from Jason Varitek. Mauer pops one foul, and that also gets Devers off the hook. Oh, 0-2 pitch from Uehara. Mauer lines it, base hit in the left. Williams comes up throwing. Pulls him to a single. So now, here's Heidi Manush. Manush is 1 for 3. No, it's righty-lefty, but again, Uehara, a 1.32 ERA during this season. He's been your setup man all year. You've already used your best lefty in Bergman. I mean, Parnell was good in his last outing. Ground ball up the middle. Base hit from Manush. Ellsbury comes up throwing, so the Twins have first and second with 2 outs here in the top of the 8th. And the Twins not going away easily. Splitter up in the zone. Manush hammers in the center as Heine Manush just continues. So now let me see. Asking Papelbon for 4 outs. Oof, as tired as he is would be really, really difficult here. I think you gotta let Uehara try to get you through this. I don't think you can ask Papelbon for 4 outs as fatigued as he is. You're gonna go to him as the closer in the ninth, that's fine, but I don't think you can ask him for a 4-out save here. And dance with the horse that brought you. Uehara has been their setup guy all year. Gaetti is 0 for 3. Fastball misses up high. You know what? I should have done this before that. Gaetti should be pinch hit for here, I think. Just need a single to get it tied. You don't need the long ball. Got Buddy Meyer. Meyer hit 289 during the year. Meyer can also play third, so he can come in for Gaetti. Meyer should hit for him there.
Your attention, please. Pitching for Minnesota.
We'll pretend the first pitch happened to Meyer here. I was just a little bit slow to make that. To hit the button there. 1-0 the count as Uehara works to Meyer. Line shot. Base hit, Buddy Meyer. Heading towards the gap. Tie ball game. We'll see if the second run gets waved around. He is. Here's the relay throw home. Valentin's throw. Not in time. 5-4 Twins. Oh my goodness. Holy cow. The Twins come through. Clutch again. Buddy Meyer. Off the bench, a 2-run pinch hit double. 5-4 Minnesota. So Uehara had been terrific during the season. A 1.32 ERA as the setup man. Stuck with them, gave them the inning, and the Twins make them pay for it. 5-4 Minnesota here in a stunned Fenway Park in the top of the 8th. Popped up, Valentin has it, side retires, but not before the Twins take the lead. 5-4 Minnesota as we head to the bottom of the 8th. Wow. That is unbelievable. Huge pinch hit for Meyer, who will now stay in at third for Gaetti. And now Tom Hall will come on for the Twins. And he will start off facing Ted Williams. Williams is 0 for 3. Williams, Smith, and Devers due up here in the bottom of the 8th for the Red Sox. All delivered. Williams' first pitch pulls it foul. One. Fastball down. Started throwing in the bullpen. Out here at Fenway, trying to reclaim their energy after the Buddy Meyer 2-run double. Let the air out of the balloon here at Fenway. 1-2 pitch from Hall. Curveball gets him. He whiffs Williams. Big strikeout for a Hall. He gets Williams chasing one out of the zone. You're not going to see Williams go after this kind of a pitch too frequently. Curveball down and away. Williams chases. One down. Here's Smith. Smith is 1 for 3. Fastball misses down low. One and 0 the count. All delivers. Fastball swung on and missed. Ball from the set, delivers. Smith, deep drive. Reggie Smith, that's going back off the top of the monster. Smith pulls in at second, and the Red Sox have the tying run on second here in the bottom of the 8th with 1 out. Second double of the game for Smith. How much did this one miss by? Again, midway up the wall. So Smith on second. Oh boy, what's going to happen next? Devers had a 4 for 4 day against the lefty in game 3 of this series. We're going to let Devers hit for himself here. Going to get too caught up in the lefty-lefty thing. 0-1 the count. Aaron Reed joins us. Oh yeah, you're late. And this game has been wild, my friend. But good to see you. Always good to have you pop in. Snap throw down to second. They tried to pick him off, and Mauer throws it into center field. Pitch in the dirt. Smith was off the bag a bit. Mauer tries to catch him. And see, Smith doesn't react there. Runner breaks. Ill-advised throw, though, by Mauer. Smith was slow to get back, but he was starting to go back by the time Mauer throws it. And Mauer airmails it into center. So now the tying run, 90 feet away. One pitch from Hall. Curveball misses down and in. Gotta hang out more. All right, Aaron. Well, you know where to find me most nights around this time. 2-1 the count. Hall to Devers. Change up down low. It's 3-1. Jason Varitek waits on deck. This will be a crushing loss for whichever of these teams falls short in this ballgame. Both have had the chance. Both have had leads. Both have let them slip away. Fastball misses up high. Ball 4 to Devers. So Hall has come on, given up a double and a walk. Dolby Moore, who would be the potential lead run, comes on to run for Devers. Varitek is 0 for 3. All right, we got to think about this a little bit from both teams' perspectives because Hall does not look good here. First thing is, does Hall... Varitek's lack of speed from a Red Sox perspective concerns me a little bit from their side of things. Harris, Collins, you know what? Collins has been so clutch. He had the huge home run against the A's. All right, so the first thing we're going to do is we're going to have Collins come in and hit for Varitek here. So that'll be the Red Sox move. Jimmy Collins, who of course had the Game 4 3-run pinch hit homer off Raleigh fingers to save the Red Sox season. Game 4 of the American League Division Series. They'll call on Collins to come up with another big hit here. Go out to talk to Hall. I think you do it. Go to the closer. They're going to ask for Aguilera. Carrasquel did not. Again, that's one of those deals where Carrasquel has a 0 ERA, but he got knocked around his last time out. I think you go to Aguilera here. If you need to have Guardado come in to actually get the save for you later, that's fine. But I think Aguilera is the call here for the Twins. I don't think you can leave Hall in. So Aguilera making his 4th appearance of the postseason. He's got a save. He's got a win. And he also has a 0 ERA. Again, 3 1/3 innings. So again, we don't make too much out of ERAs with small sample sizes like that. Aguilera has a very good splitter. He could induce a double play ball here. Collins, fly ball to left. Deep. Manush at the wall. Collins does it again. Jimmy Collins. His 2nd pinch hit home run of the playoff. He saved the Red Sox season against the A's, and the first pitch from Aguilera. Collins, 3-run homer. 7-5 Red Sox in the bottom of the 8th. Wow. Jimmy Collins The stuff of legend. Good Lord. I did not think that was leaving the yard off the bat. I thought that was hitting off the monster. Oh my goodness. All right, we got to kind of settle things down here a little bit before things proceed. Just to kind of put this in perspective, if you're joining late, and obviously if you've been watching the playoffs here, you're aware of what's gone on. The Sox were down to their final strike in Game 4 of the American League Division Series against the A's. They were down 2-1 in the series. They were trailing in the game. Collins came on to pinch hit against Raleigh Fingers. Down to his final strike, he hit a 3-run homer for the Red Sox to win the game and send the series to Game 5, where the Sox went and took down the A's to even get to this point. Now Collins comes on to pinch hit in the bottom of the 8th inning, down 5-4 in a pivotal Game 5, and goes yard again. Unbelievable clutch factor from Jimmy Collins in this postseason. So clutchy. Hey, how are you, buddy? Good to see you. Oh, my goodness. What a freaking ball game. I'll tell you, Game 5 in the National League Championship Series here on the channel last night was an incredible ball game. This may actually have topped it. Unbelievable. Thor fouls it off. Aguilera's ahead of him 0-2. Slider misses away. I don't even know. I mean, so much has happened. I can't even be predictable as to what's going to happen next. Aaron asked, "This is your fourth?" Yes, this is the 4th year. Year 4 of the FSBL. Thor pulls it foul. 1-2 the count. Aguilera delivers. Thor fouls it off again. The 1-2 pitch. Shot, base hit in the right field for Bobby Doerr. So it's a 1-out single.
The first baseman, number 5, Freeman.
And that'll bring up Freeman. Aguilera still has to face one more guy. Freeman's 1 for 3. Splitter in for a called strike. Now the question for the Red Sox is, does Papelbon have enough in the tank? Again, he went 2 innings 2 nights ago in Game 3. He worked again in Game 4. Game warmed him up, so the game is okay to use him. So we're going to let the game go to Jonathan Papelbon. There is an off day in this series tomorrow. There will be a recovery day. Fastball, foul away. Of course, the Sox would really love Freeman to go yard here, give them a 4-run lead, and then they can stay away from Papelbon. That's just getting greedy at this point. 1-2 pitch. Fastball at the letter, strike 3 call, and down goes Freeman. 2-man down, and here is John Valentin. Valentin, whose dramatic home run in the bottom of the 7th seems like forever ago at this point. Steps in. Splitter, a called strike. One fastball in for a called strike. So Aguilera ahead of Valentin here, 0-2. Here's the pitch. High fastball, and Aguilera blows Valentin away on 3 pitches. But Jimmy Collins brings life back into Fenway. A 3-run pinch hit homer for the second time of the playoffs for Collins. We head to the 9th inning, Game 5 of the ALCS. 7-5 Red Sox, and here's Papelbon. 3 saves, does have a loss, a 1.93 earned run average so far in the postseason. Papelbon, I always said he's good to go. Rick Farrell will come in to catch for the Red Sox, with Baratek being taken out. Johnny Pesky will come in to play third, with Devers being taken out. So now, here are the Twins, starting with Kent Hrbek. I just want to figure out, I want to think ahead rather than make a bad decision. The Twins, as far, I mean, you've got Ozuna, but you'd really bring him in against a lefty more than a righty. You got Hrbek coming up here. And Drew and Smalley. Drew has the big hit in this game. You'll probably pinch hit for Smalley if you get to him. But I think Hrbek and Drew will hit for themselves. And then you might use Ozuna,
Number 14.
possibly for Smalley. Hrbek's 0 for 3. Slider from Papelbon in for a called strike. Jonathan Papelbon looking to close this one out and give the Sox a 3-2 series lead. 0-1 pitch. Fastball misses down low. Papelbon deals again. Ground ball to short. Valentin has it. Throws to first. There's one away. So Hrbek is set aside. That'll bring up Drew. 1 for 3. He had the big 2-run double earlier on. Papelbon deals fastball well up high. Fastball down low. 2-0 the count. The pitch. Fastball fouled off. 2-1. Papelbon deals. Slider just misses. 3-1 the count. Smalley waits on deck. Here's the pitch. Misses just outside, ball 4. So Papelbon retired the first man to face it. Now he issues the walk. Davis warming. Papelbon still has to face another guy anyway. But I just wanted to make sure there was somebody warming up, just in case. I think I'm going to pinch hit for Smalley here, though. So you can go Milan. Milan hasn't done enough to really warrant focusing on the platoon situation. But Ozuna's swinging a good bat. Marcell Ozuna, despite being righty-righty, is going to come on to pinch hit for the Twins. 385 so far in the postseason. Concern is whether Papelbon is running on fumes after the last 2 games. First pitch fastball to Ozuna is a called strike. Oh, and 1 the count. Papelbon sets. Here's the pitch. Good splitter there. Ozuna chases, and Papelbon's ahead of him 0-2. Crowd on its feet here at Fenway, trying to get Papelbon through this top of the 9th of what has been an insane Game 5 of the American League Championship Series. 0-2 pitch from Papelbon. Ozuna fouls it off. Chasing to protect. That pitch was above the letters. Oh-2 pitch. Ozuna into right field. Base hit for Ozuna. Betts comes up throwing. Runner holds at second. So the Twins trying to do it yet. Clyde Milan will come in to pinch run as the tying run. Dykstra's got a hit for himself. Boston's used both lefties also. Don't even have a lefty in the rotation. Can't even cheat it. Get low throwing with Davis. I think one more base runner though. We're gonna get Papelbon out of this game. We'll give him. I'm gonna try and push him as far as he can because he's the closer, and I think that's how it would play out. But if he gives up one more base runner here, I think you have to take him out and just say he's on the fumes. He knew he was tired. Anyway. First pitch fastball to Dykstra at the knees for a called strike. Lenny is 1 for 4. It has been a slog for Dykstra. 4 for 23 in the series. The American League batting champion has not hit like it here. He comes through here, that'll all be forgotten. 0-1 pitch. Dykstra pulls it foul, and Papelbon's ahead of him 0-2. He's ahead of Ozuna 0-2 as well. Then Ozuna single. 0-2 pitch. Dykstra fouls it off. Crowd here at Fenway. Many rising to their feet. Papelbon delivers. High fastball well out of the zone. Lenny lays off. 1-2 now. Papelbon deals again. Slider rides inside. It's 2-2. Papelbon walks around the mound. Back on the hill. Dykstra stands ready. 2-2 offering. Splitter down low and the count is full. Rod Carew waits on deck. Papelbon trying to find it here in the ninth. 3-2 pitch. Got him with the splitter on the outside corner. Dykstra goes down looking, and the Twins are down to their final out. Here's Carew, 0 for 4 on the day. First and second, 2 outs, top of the ninth. First pitch from Papelbon. Fastball on the outside corner for strike 1. Rocks and fires again. Carew slashes it foul. And now Papelbon is ahead of him 0-2. Twins down to their final strike here in Game 5. 1 strike away are the Red Sox from a 3-2 series lead. Papelbon deals. Just off the plate for ball 1. Papelbon sets again. 1-2 pitch. Carew, ground ball, diving, knocked down by Freeman. Tough play at first, flips to him, not going to get him. It's an infield hit. Everybody's safe. So the bases are loaded. Freeman may very well have saved the lead. That could have been a double down the line. Carew barely beats that. Oh my goodness. All right. Again, we got to think about things here. I said one more base runner, and I know this wasn't hit that hard, but look at the play by Freeman. If Freeman doesn't knock this down, the second run probably doesn't score. The first one probably does. but I don't think that was hit hard enough to go all the way down to the corner. But the first run probably scores. So a terrific job by Freeman just to knock that down. How close was this play at first? Not that close. Not that close. Carew clearly beat that. So now, do you, with Mauer up, Mauer's 2 for 4. Do you leave Papelbon in here to face Mauer, knowing that Papelbon is tired? Or do you ask Lowe or Davis to come in and get this final out? Check out what the mound visit says. Confidence is only halfway. His energy is low. I mean, he's allowed 3 base runners out of 5 guys here. And I'm not... man, I don't know. I got a tough... This is a tough one. I don't think you go to Davis. I mean, it was good his last outing, but Davis, your decision here is Papelbon or Lowe. Limited sample. The lefties hit low so far in this series. I feel like Papelbon is on fumes, though. I think you got to go to Lowe. I think you got to go Lowe here. I know Pap's your closer, but it feels like he is gassed. This is a hard one to pull the trigger on, honestly. Again, I try to do as best as I can managing for both teams in these situations. I got to do it. Going to go to Lowe. Sinker ball pitcher. Figure he's probably not going to get beat with a long ball here. So Papelbon, once he got stretched past 20 pitches, knowing he was fatigued at the start. You know, the Red Sox don't have another lefty. They've used both their lefties. So Derek Lowe comes on to try to get the final out in Game 5. Mauer is 2 for 4. First pitch from Lowe, Mauer fouls it off. Appreciate you guys all staying with me here, tuning in for some late night, now early morning playoff baseball. This has been a gem of a game. 0-1 pitch from Lowe. Change up, down and in. Mauer is 2 for 4. 1-1 to count. Lowe deals. Mauer, ground ball to short. Valentin to second for the force. Ball game over. Red Sox take it. Derek Lowe comes on to get the final out in relief of Jonathan Papelbon. And the Jimmy Collins 3-run pinch hit homer in the bottom of the 8th lifts the Red Sox to an unbelievable Game 5 victory. They lead the series 3-2 as we head back to Minnesota. Mel Parnell actually ends up getting the win. Tom Hall takes the loss. Lowe gets the save. There were so many highlights in this game, they're not going to be able to fit them all into this reel. But, oh my goodness, so much happened. I'm not even sure I'm going to be able to recall which play, when these different plays happened. You know, the play at the plate, Williams throwing Drew out now looks like a very big play. There's the Valentin homer that broke the 3-3 tie, put the Sox up 4-3. Again, that felt like that was ages ago. And then the Twins took the lead, and then Collins hit the pinch hit 3-run homer. And the Sox find the magic, 6 runs over the final 3 innings for Boston. As we said, Parnell the winner, Hall the loser. Collins gets player of the game honors for obvious reasons. final line score, 7 runs, 11 hits, 1 error for Boston, 5 runs, 12 hits, 1 error for Minnesota. And the Sox are a game away from their first World Series appearance in the FSBL. Man, that game was exhausting to call. Appreciate you guys all tuning in. Aaron, Reed, Felipe, Nathaniel in the house as well. Dwayne Marks was here earlier. Appreciate you guys all tuning into the chat, and anybody who is watching, lurking in the background, watching on delay, whenever you give me your time. It is much appreciated. Bang that like button if you haven't as of yet. Subscribe if you haven't as of yet. And most importantly, be good to each other. And we'll talk soon. The Sox take Game 5 over the Twins in a classic here at Fenway.